For 18 years, my work in banking was to look at clients' money from different sides and decide how much more they could actually afford. Not judge them, assess them. Income, spending, the whole picture, and then make a call that affected their financial situation. Here's the strange part. The people who were best with money weren't the ones who earned the most. They were the ones who, without knowing it, ran the same 4 checks on themselves that I ran on them. Most people never do. That's the real reason budgets fall apart, not weak willpower. A missing test. So I'm going to show you those 4 checks and how to run them on your own money, so you'll see your budget the way someone deciding your financial future would. 4 checks: affordability, patterns, follow-through, stability. Most budgeting advice does one thing. It sorts your money. Income at the top, expenses underneath, split into categories. Done. That tells you where the money went, but it answers only one of the 4 questions that decide whether money holds. The other 3 are the ones nobody teaches, and the ones I spent many years looking at. Check 1. Affordability. And the question isn't, can you afford this? It's, can you afford this in a bad month? Everyone can afford their life in a good month. The test is the ordinary bad one. The car repair, the higher bill, a medical emergency. When I assessed someone, I never looked at whether they could make a payment today. I looked at whether it survived a rough month, because one was always coming. Most people build their budget around a normal, predictable month, then watch it fall apart the moment something unexpected hits. A plan that only works when nothing goes wrong was never really a plan. So here's your check. If an unexpected expense landed on you this month, does the whole budget collapse or bend and hold? If it collapses, you don't have a budget. You have a hope. Plan for the surprise, not just the smooth month, and you'll have one you can actually keep. That's affordability. Check 2. Patterns. When people worry about spending, they picture the big purchase. But the big purchase almost never does the damage. A car, a house, anything that size, you agonize over. You feel it. You plan for it. The damage is the small to mid-size spending you don't give much thought to, repeated until it stops registering. 3 streaming services you don't have time to watch. The gym membership you rarely use. The ride share instead of the walk. Eating out one more time than you meant to. The impulse clothes you didn't need. Any one of them is nothing. Together, month after month, they are your budget. So don't audit your spending for the scary purchase. Audit it for the repeat. Add up 1 month of it, then go back over the last 6 months, even the whole year. 1 month hides the pattern. 6 months shows you exactly what it's costing. And that's the number you can actually change. That's patterns. Check 3. Follow through. And this one people never see coming. It's not the numbers on paper. It's whether you do what you said you'd do. Imagine 2 people. Same income, same rent, the same budget on the same page. On paper, identical. I'd have called them the same. But one sticks to the plan. The other maxes out a credit card for something they use once, or drains the savings on a gadget they didn't need, and tells themselves next month will be different. Same plan, same income, opposite outcome. And it has nothing to do with how much they earn. It's follow-through, the gap between the budget and the behavior. That's what I was really assessing underneath the numbers. Not what you planned, but whether you do it. So run this check honestly. Look back 1 month. Where did you say one thing and do another? Not to feel bad. To find the exact spot where the plan and the behavior split. Close that gap, and the numbers finally do what they're supposed to. That's follow-through. Check 4. Stability, not how much you earn, how steady it is. Two people can earn the same amount in a year and not be the same risk at all. One earns it in a flat, predictable line. The other in bursts, a big month, a thin month, a good stretch, a dry one. Same total, completely different money. Here's why it matters for you. Steady income, your cushion can be smaller. The next paycheck is reliable. Uneven income, you need a bigger buffer, because your job is to smooth the jagged line into something you can live on. Most people with uneven income budget as if it were steady. The good months feel like proof they've made it. The thin months feel like failure, when it was always one uneven line that needed smoothing. Match the savings cushion to the shape of the income, and the thin months stop being emergencies. That's stability. So that's the 4. Affordability. Can your budget survive a normal bad month? Patterns. What the repeated expenses are really costing you. Follow through. Whether you do what you planned. Stability. Does your cushion match how steady your income is? Now let me run the whole test on one person so you can see how it works. Take Wyatt, for example, bringing in $3,200 a month. Check 1. Affordability. A good month, the budget balances. But drop a $700 car repair on him, and it's suddenly underwater. So the plan was never real. It just hadn't been tested. Check 2. Patterns. The big worry is the monthly car payments, but add up the small repeats, the subscriptions, the takeout food, the ride-sharing trips, and it's $680 a month quietly leaving, more than the thing he actually feared. Check 3. Follow-through. On paper, he saves the difference. In reality, it went on a gadget he's used twice, and the gap between the plan and execution is the whole problem. Check 4. Stability. If that $3,200 arrives monthly, a small cushion is enough. If it comes in bursts, the same average needs a far bigger buffer. Same person, same income. 4 checks, and you can see exactly where it holds and where it breaks. Notice what those are. Not a spreadsheet you fill in once and abandon by week 2. A read, one you can run on your own money any month, in 10 minutes, forever. That's the difference between a budget that fails and one that holds. A template is a thing you follow until you stop. This is a way to budget that doesn't wear off. Run these 4, and you're doing what I did for many years, except now the person deciding is you. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.